My wife got pregnant by a guy who doesn't even have a job. Then she turned around and told me I need to man up and raise the baby because her lover can't afford to. That was it for me. I left her. Now she's threatening to make me pay child support for a child that isn't mine. I was furious when I found out she'd been sleeping with someone else. I'd had a gut feeling for a while and did some digging. Eventually, I caught her red-handed leaving his place. That was the mic drop moment. She admitted the baby wasn't mine. So we had a prenatal paternity test done. The results confirmed what I already knew. The child wasn't mine. I couldn't get out of that mess fast enough. But now she's begging me to give her another chance to raise the baby as a family. The child's biological father, unsurprisingly, has vanished. I guess Chad was the exciting fling who just wanted a quick good time, but not the responsibilities that follow. Between the two of us, I'm the one with a steady job, a car, a home, and financial stability. She wants me to step in as a father figure because the actual dad, a 34-year-old man who's been unemployed more years than he's worked, is nowhere to be found. I refuse to take any part in raising the child. I'm moving forward with divorce. That's when she rallied her family and friends to try and pressure me. Even a few of mine got involved. Suddenly, they're all telling me that I shouldn't let a baby ruin our perfect relationship, and that mature men handle this kind of pain. Apparently, raising a child born from your wife's affair is the mark of maturity now. They started blaming me. Said I didn't give her enough attention, and that's why she cheated. As if working overtime to support us financially, because she doesn't bring in any income, was some kind of betrayal on my part. It's absurd. Now she's falling apart emotionally, pleading with me not to go through with the divorce. She says the baby is innocent and shouldn't grow up in a broken home. She wants me to understand how hard it is for her to raise a child with no financial support. She claims it was a one-time mistake and swears she won't do it again. Even if I believe it only happened once, what's to stop her from doing it again the moment things get hard? Her parents have taken her side too. They're blaming me for getting her worked up, saying it's not good for the baby. Her mother even came to my place yesterday to scold me for being neglectful. I told her to go find the real father and complain to him. She looked shocked, like I'd slapped her. I honestly don't know how these people think. It's like they're all wired wrong. Anyway, here's where things stand now. We attended mediation today. Her parents got her a lawyer, and her dad tried to make it clear they're not going to let me abandon their daughter without a fight. They hijacked the room, barely letting my lawyer speak. They just kept repeating that I had to stay and take responsibility. Eventually, things got so out of hand that both lawyers had to throw them out of the room. My lawyer says I'm legally safe, whether or not the divorce finalizes before the baby is born. But he's pushing to finalize it quickly to avoid any complications. We've filed for a court-ordered paternity test, so there's an official record, and I don't get stuck with 18 years of child support. My house is protected. As for the car, my lawyer suggested I give it up in the settlement, so I won't have to pay alimony. I'm fine with that. I was planning to upgrade anyway. Since she moved out shortly after my first post, she's been living with her parents. She sends me texts daily, sometimes begging, sometimes threatening me with child support. I haven't blocked her latest number. No point. She keeps buying new SIM cards. I'm saving all her messages just in case. Honestly, I feel relieved. A huge weight has been lifted. Losing my wife of 7 years doesn't feel like I thought it would. But I'm okay. I'm focused on myself now. Now on to the next part. I was still at work when my suspicions about her cheating grew stronger. My friend had been helping me gather evidence, and things were adding up. I reached out to my brother and told him everything. He offered me his cabin and said he'd meet me there to talk things through. The cabin's in the San Juan Islands, off the coast of Washington. He got it in his divorce a few years back. When I arrived, he was already there along with two of my best friends. One is divorced too, and the other is a divorce and custody attorney in my city. I called my wife and told her I'd be stuck at work for an extra week. Gave her the exact day I'd be returning. She sounded a little let down, but said she understood. I'm pretty sure that was just her putting on an act. The next few days were rough. I spent them going through every emotion you could imagine, crying, yelling into the void, drinking more beer than I should have, and even diving into the freezing Puget Sound just to clear my mind. Somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, I came up with a plan. Whether it's a good one or a total disaster waiting to happen, I don't know yet. But I've always believed in standing by the people I care about, right up until they give me a reason not to. That's how I treat my friends, family, and especially my spouse. I've had her back through everything. School, work, drama, her family problems, you name it. I'm far from perfect, and I'd never claim otherwise. But when it comes to loyalty, I take it seriously, especially in marriage. I always thought commitment meant something sacred. She never said she was unhappy. We shared so much, our hobbies, our plans, our vision for the future. So this betrayal felt like it came out of nowhere. The turning point? Her affair, and not just with anyone, one of her co-workers. I suppose I should have expected that. Honestly, I kind of wish it had been something more dramatic. But no, just a cliche office affair. Predictable and pathetic. Anyway, back to what I did. I came home late on the day I said I would. She was in bed, seemingly asleep, her laptop open next to her. I didn't touch it, went to the bathroom, and when I came back out, the laptop was gone. That alone gave me chills. I got up before she did the next morning and went into the kitchen. Before heading out to work, I left a neat stack of printed emails on the counter. Dozens of pages from her conversations with that co-worker. I placed my wedding ring on top. Petty? Probably. But at the time, it felt right. As expected, my phone rang not long after. She was rattled. Her voice was all over the place. Her, what is all this? Me, did you go through your emails? Her, yes. What does this mean? Me, it means I've made my decision. Her, are you leaving me? Me, I'm walking the path your actions set us on. Her, fine. Screw you. Then she hung up. Classic. If she'd had a landline, I'm sure she would have slammed the receiver down for dramatic effect. Too bad smartphones don't offer that satisfaction. About an hour later, she called again. She said, I'm so sorry. Can we please talk this through when you get back? I replied, I won't be coming home anytime soon. I'll be staying somewhere else for the foreseeable future. She asked, how are we supposed to fix this if you won't even see me? I told her calmly, this is the healthiest option right now. Before she could hang up on me again, I added one more thing, that I had full backups of her emails and the pictures, and that if she decided to lose control or act out, those copies would be forwarded to both her parents and her employer. Her response was exactly what you'd expect, a final _you, followed by the dial tone. In the time since that call, I've put some solid support around me. I have a skilled attorney, my best friend backing me up, and enough clarity to start making decisions based on my own mental and emotional health. I'm staying with that same friend, which, ironically, puts me close enough to my old house that I can still see her come and go if I choose to. It's not exactly comfortable, but it is what it is. Emotionally, I've done a complete 180, not just toward her, but toward her family too. Their track record with marriage doesn't inspire much confidence. Both her parents have divorced twice. Both were unfaithful. No surprise that she didn't grow up seeing real commitment modeled. My lawyer's working on dividing everything up, assets, legal logistics, all the stuff that keeps lawyers paid. I joke with him about how expensive his profession is. But truthfully, I'm glad to have him. What I expect to face in the coming weeks. A barrage of phone calls. The classic let's talk message from her. Calls from her parents, her sister, her friends. Maybe she'll even show up at my office. She hasn't done anything yet that would call for a restraining order. And honestly, she's always come off as sweet and agreeable. That's what makes this whole thing hit even harder. Her betrayal blindsided me. I don't get it. I thought we were solid. Sure, we had normal ups and downs, but we were always a team. We talked openly, made time for each other, had a healthy sex life, 3 or 4 times a week, and an active social life. This betrayal didn't come after years of distance. It came out of nowhere. I've started therapy. I'm sorting through the pain, trying to understand what happened, and working on my own healing. She's getting served next week. Papers delivered right to her workplace. Earlier today, she showed up at my friend's house. She must have figured out I was staying there since my friend lives nearby and happens to be a divorce attorney. When she knocked, my friend answered the door and told her I wasn't available. That's when she lost it. Total breakdown. Sobbing. Saying it's Thanksgiving, that her family was asking where I was. She knows I'm still in town since I had to pick up some mail from her parents. Reality is sinking in for her now, and she clearly doesn't like what she sees. There's more to tell, but I'll save that for another time. Thanks again, GFS. As for the top comment I saw, it nailed it. Expect her to flip-flop like crazy. One day she's full of apologies. The next she's waging war. It's hard to break old patterns, and even a dysfunctional relationship can feel safe in its routine. When it shatters, the panic sets in. And when her affair falls apart, and it will, I won't be surprised if she tries to reel me back in, maybe even using our son as leverage. But the fact that she slept with another man in our home, in our bed, says everything. That level of disrespect and detachment, it's hard to recover from that. Was nothing sacred? And that guy, what kind of man thinks it's okay to screw someone else's wife in her husband's home? Honestly, I don't know how I kept it together. I was once ready to forgive my ex. 2, she wouldn't let me. I moved out, and she kept seeing the other guy. Then, 2 months later, she came crawling back, not because she was sorry, but because she made a mistake, like buying the wrong brand of chips. Distance saved me. Those tears? They're real, but they don't mean she's changed. You did the right thing.